I spent almost the last 5 years making videos on Nintendo, but more specifically Mario. Super Mario is the reason where I am today. This stupid plumber's name is in my most successful videos, so of course I'm gonna milk the cow till it's dry. Today, we're gonna be doing something a little different with this plumber. Something that no one else has done. We're gonna be ranking the grass in all of his games. Which Super Mario game has the best grass, and which has the worst. Today, I'm gonna be going through every Mainline Mario game from Super Mario Bros. On the NES to Super Mario Bros. Wonder on the Nintendo Switch, and rank how good the grass looks in each game. I'm the biggest knob on YouTube, Crescendo, and if you enjoyed this video, consider liking it and subscribing to the channel as it helps me out a ton. While you're at it, if you want to talk to me and others about all things Nintendo, consider joining the Discord server. The link is down in the description. With that all out of the way, let's get her ranked. Starting out our ranking with the games with the worst grass, or in this case no grass, we have number 19, Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. As the first Mario games to ever have been released, you'd hope that there would be at least some grass in the game, but instead we just get ground made up of blocks, which is so lame. The closest we have to grass are those green tree-like platforms in the athletic stages, but just because those are green doesn't mean they're grass. Further disappointments in having no grass, these two atrocities belong in last place, and there's no making me think otherwise. Moving on, we finally have grass in our Mario games, starting out with number 18, Super Mario Land. Thanks to this game having grass, it's already leagues above the original Super Mario Bros. And Lost Levels, but this one ends up so low on the list because of the lack of color in the grass. Due to this game being made for the Game Boy, there was a complete lack of color for the game, and because of that, the grass is the same color as the rest of the game, making it impossible to admire the amazing luscious greens I love to see from grass. Regardless though, at least this game has grass, but since it's hard to admire it, it belongs here near the bottom. Number 17 goes to Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Much like its predecessor, this game lacks the ability to admire those beautiful green grass colors. However, this one gets an edge over the previous one thanks to how it looks. While there's no color here for the grass, there's more texture work here despite being on the same kind of hardware as the previous game, and because of this, it means the grass also looks better. However, the lack of color means a lack of admirability here, so this game can't be much higher despite how good the grass may look. Now we finally reach a point with grass and color with number 16, Super Mario Bros. 3. Unfortunately for this game, its grass is just straight green with some black pixels mixed in here and there. It doesn't look bad, but just more so bland because of the lack of the iconic grass look, and with it settling with a single color palette. While being a step above the previous games on the list with the addition of the iconic green color, Mario 3's grass is still lacking the grass look we all know and love, so it's gotta be this low on the list. At number 15, we get into grass that starts looking good with Super Mario Bros. 2. Now this is 8-bit grass at its finest, with variety in its color, a nice vibrant green, and dirt underneath it to make it not just a straight color palette. For the NES and Game Boy systems, this is the peak of grass, but unfortunately due to the pixel limitations, it can't be much higher on the list, as the further we go in pixel numbers, the better and better grass begins looking with much more detail. Number 14 is Super Mario World, and this game has some beautiful grass. Take what I said about Super Mario Bros. 2's grass and apply it here, but create the graphics from 8-bit to 16-bit, and then we have the grass of Super Mario World. Luscious, beautiful, and green. Super Mario World has some very grassy grass that's easy to enjoy, but there's still plenty of games with better grass ahead of it. Up next, we have our first 3D Mario game of the list at number 13, Super Mario 64. Being the first 3D Mario, they haven't perfected their grass work yet, as the grass here kinda looks bland compared to the other 3D Marios to come, but they still did a pretty good job here. The greens used in this game's grass are once again nice and vibrant, and thanks to this game being 3D rather than 2D, you have the ability to admire this grass more than ever before. But due to the grass not quite being up to full standards just yet with this release, the first ever 3D Mario doesn't quite stack up with later entries when it comes to its grass. Number 12 through 8 kind of all go hand in hand as their grasses look pretty similar to each other, with 12 being Super Mario Run, 11 being New Super Mario Bros. 2, 10 being New Super Mario Bros. Wii, 9 being Super Mario Bros., and 8 being New Super Mario Bros. U and New Super Luigi U. Their grass looks pretty good, however, due to these games all sharing the same art style, and there being better grass elsewhere, it kinda holds these games back from being at the top of the list. Mario Run is the lowest because it's the mobile game. New Super 2 follows as out of all the games, it looks the crustiest, making the grass in it not look as good as the next one, New Super Wii, which has the same looking grass but at a better resolution. The original New Soup places higher as the other two thanks to its grass standing out a bit more with a more vibrant and colorful flavor to it, and New Soup U and Luigi U are the best in this series, as the greenery here has a mixture of some leaves in there as well, giving the grass a unique flavor when up against the rest of the series these games are from. Number 7 is Super Mario Land. Kinda take what I said about the new Super Mario Bros. Series and their grass, but apply it to a 3D setting, and we have the luxurious grass of 3D Land. This grass kinda looks similar to that of New Super Mario Bros. 2 as both of these games have the crusty graphics of the 3DS, but it's easier to appreciate 3D Lands more than the previous games, as well the graphics hold it back a bit. There's more to admire with this grass thanks to the game being 3D. Still though, there's plenty of grass better looking than this one, but you could still like this grass for what it does for the Mario series. Number 6 goes to the latest 3D Mario, Bowser's Fury. This grass looks great thanks to it being on the newest Nintendo hardware, however because of one reason alone, it's kinda hard to put this one above the remaining ones. For some reason, instead of it being a green color, the grass in Bowser's Fury looks more yellowish, almost as if it's dead but not quite. It may be because of the world this game takes place in, but I prefer my grass green over yellowish grass, grass, so unfortunately Bowser's Fury couldn't get into the top 5 because of that. Starting off our top 5 is the last 2D Mario game, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. This one goes above the previous ones, as well. Yes, it is a 2D Mario, making it not as easy to admire the grass as a 3D one. The grass here looks great, and there's a good variety as well depending on what level you're playing. There's normal grass, mossy looking grass, leafy grass, a good variety that makes this game's grass stand out against the rest of the competition. Unfortunately though, because it is 2D, it's held back a bit, but this game's grass is still great. Number 4 is Super Mario 3D World. This game's grass looks similar to that of 3D Lands, which is similar to that of the new Super Mario Bros. Series. However, this one has the huge advantage over those by being both 3D and HD, making the grass have a better resolution, as well as easier to admire. This one also has the advantage over Bowser's Fury, as well the grasses in the two look practically the same. The grass in 3D World is actually a nice green, making it the kind of grass I love. Great grass all around, but the kind of plasticky look of this game prevents it from being the best. And the second runner-up, Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are at number 3. Not only do these games' grass look grand like grass should in a Mario game, but the settings of these games greatly help the grass stand out with them taking place in outer space. The dark backgrounds here can look really good against the vibrant greens of the grass on the planetoids in these games, giving a nice contrast in color. Overall, while the Galaxy games are cringe, at least they have good grass going for them. With 2 games left, it's between Super Mario Odyssey and Super Mario Sunshine to have the best grass in the Mario series. In this case, Super Mario Sunshine has the second best grass, putting it as a runner-up. Vibrant, luscious, super green, this grass looks super good in this game. Helped by the fact that the scenery in this game is a tropical location, then we have some great contrast and blending with other environments in this game, like water or sandy areas. While the scenery has definitely boosted the grass in this one, the grass here looks really good, but unfortunately, compared to first place, it just falls a little short. And the best grass in the Super Mario series goes to number 1, Super Mario Odyssey. With how good this game looks already, it should come to no surprise that the grass here looks stunning too. With extra texturing to make it look even closer to the real thing, and the great grassy green texture, there's no denying that the grass in Super Mario Odyssey is the best scene in the series to date. And if for some reason you disagree with this 100% non-biased fact, then you don't like grass like I do. And that's my ranking of the grass in every mainline Super Mario game. Are you mad that I didn't include the grass in Hotel Mario even though that's the best grass in video game history? Tell me my grass opinions suck down below, and while you're at it, leave a comment telling me which Mario game you think has the best grass down below. That's all I have for this one, but if you want to see another video by me, there's a video on screen now where I predict Mario's 40th anniversary, and I think you'll enjoy it. With that said, I'm the biggest nub on YouTube, Christendo, signing off, and goodbye Nub Nation.